Unusual stack of the day here. Not unusual, but I'm actually going to say that fundamentally I like a stack here. Be careful because fundamentally there's two ways of looking at the market. Usually people would say there's technically where you look at the graphs and you look for breakouts and things like that. And there's fundamentally where you look at a stack and you say, well, it looks to me like they're making X, so they should be worth Y. And then you look and you find out they're usually trading nowhere near Y, either high or low. And if you're a fundamental trader, sometimes it never matches up with where you think things are should be and so forth, and it can drive you nuts. I mean, I've said that Amazon, for instance, which is like 80 times earnings, in my mind, the thing could be trading $65, and I wouldn't think it was too high. But the fact is, it trades $190, and if you're short at 65, you're carried out feet first. But one of the stocks I'm looking at from the other way now is Hewlett Packard. I mean, obviously they have had some issues in the boardroom. They keep changing CEOs, and they have Meg Whitman there now. But it's seeming to me that throughout the whole mess, despite the public relations gaffe and it's gone from one to the next, I think the company continues to make money. I mean, last year through the first 3 quarters, they made $265. This year they've made $320. Revenue's been slightly higher than last year. Not huge, but slightly higher. But they claim they still are making money. And the stock last year at this time was I'm going to say in the mid 40s, and now it's 26. So I have a PE on these guys of somewhere in the 7.5 to 8 range. Now, nobody likes it because they've had this board shuffle. They think the board is, for Dr. J say the board is very dysfunctional. There's no question they've spent an awful lot of money moving Leo Apotheker for $4 million to here and then bouncing the guy 6 months later and giving him a bonus to leave. All this kind of stuff that you don't want to see happen. They had the issue with Mark Hurd, with the ladies. They ended up paying him a lot of money as they lost arguably a pretty talented chief executive, although I think you still have to maybe get rid of people that cheat on expense accounts. But by and large, if you look at the fundamentals of this stock and you don't put the headline name on there, you'll say this thing is undervalued. Now, does that mean it goes up this year, next year, or ever? That's the trap that a fundamental analyst got himself into. But I, for one, I'm going to try and maintain a long position here kind of for quite a while, because if the market does turn around and go to the upside, I do believe it takes Hewlett with it.